She has a very kind heart, and she cares a lot about people, especially black people. And that's all she wants to do is help people.
Hi, beautiful people. Today I wanted to show you guys my summer journaling essentials. I made a post. I'm forgetting what the post was about. Actually, the post was just an awareness post to let people know that I have a YouTube channel. Under that post, I received several comments that were like, oh my goodness, I just started journaling this summer, or I started journaling more this summer. And it really made me think of just how potent journaling is in the summertime. The seasons have different energies and there's different times to do different things. Summer represents a time of being outward. It's a very external season, whereas fall or winter would be more internal seasons when things are happening in darkness or behind the scene. Life is always happening, but it happens in different stages, different seasons. It looks different in different seasons. There we go. And so when you put this in the context of journaling, some people might be like, well, summer's time to be outside, it's not time to be inside reflecting. However, if you know me, you know I'm a journal year round, and there are so many benefits of journaling in the summer that I'm going to talk about today and show you guys the essentials that I use. I'm always going to remind us that we don't have to buy a bunch of things, spend money in order for us to take care of ourselves all the time, right? I know it can be difficult, and I know that there are a lot of messages that counter that. There's always going to be buy this, buy that, and people got to get it how they live. But I also want to show that we've been taking care of ourselves with what we have for a long time. It doesn't take a lot to have a good time up in the journal and to learn a lot about ourselves. So yes, welcome to my summer journaling essentials video. We got about a month left of summer, and so we're gonna enjoy it. Let's get into it. Okay, so I got my journal. I wrote a list so that I can stay organized. Starting with number one, the first essential is I put a nice outdoor space, especially when it's sunny. Nature is one thing that we will remain connected to forever. And it's something that our people know the benefits of, and it's free. So what I'm saying to you is make sure that you use the free healing that you have, that you get. Take advantage. I think people know that plants are living things and that, you know, that the things around us are living, but it's not taught or normalized everywhere in the world that if you just take a moment, you can connect. You can recognize how the same life force that's within this tree or within any of the birds or the dragonflies or the butterflies or the flowers, that's the same life force that's within you. Okay, think about that. Isn't that amazing? Is that not amazing? It's very healing. So you understand that everything that you have going on, anything that you have going on is very, first of all, it has purpose, it has meaning, but also that it's minute in comparison to all of the life that's going on. It's like you matter, but you matter in the context of so many other things. Anyways, I love summer journaling, but in the summer and the springtime, to be able to come outside and journal comfortably is such a blessing. And so that would be my first thing, is just find a space. I know not everybody can do the heat, so if you find a shaded space, that's perfect. You know yourself, but try to get into nature and journal, and you never know what might happen. I challenge you to also reflect about what I was saying about you being part of a larger ecosystem of things. Maybe that you journal about that too. If more of us did that, you know, the world could be a little bit better. The world could be a little bit better than what it is now. But the world is still great. And yeah, self-reflection is key at the same time, very same time. This is a mimosa tree. At certain points of the year, and I think I missed it when it's in peak bloom, there are these beautiful pink flowers. I saw one laying around here. But it's something that people take. It's a medicine that is an antidepressant and like a what's it called, like a soother. It's calming for the nervous system. Everything has a purpose. Everything here is meaningful. So it's fun to find out the little hidden hidden gems of God and hidden gems of nature. It's really fun. I've made a lot of tree friends, but this is one that I always come back to. My second essential is this cloth that I'm sitting on. So I know you guys can't see it right now, but if you see, I'm sitting on a cloth. I'm not trying to show you guys my breasts, okay? Okay, but so before I was hip to the cloth, to the tablecloth, I was like literally, I would take my big old tote bags. That's why you rarely see me with like a little small purse unless I'm going out. Most of the time, majority of the time, you'll see me with a big bag. And no, I don't have a bunch of stuff in that bag. I got a big bag so that I can roll up a blanket just in case I'm somewhere pretty and I'm like, I want to stop at a park and journal real quick. Or I see a nice patch of grass, I want to sit right there and journal. And that's literally what I'll do. It comes in handy every time. There's nothing worse than being out, especially when I'm in DC. There's nothing worse than being outside, walking around, seeing a beautiful journal spot, and there's no benches, there's nowhere to journal. You gotta make your own space. But anyway, I was telling you guys that to tell you, instead of using a blanket, I got hip to tablecloths. I thrift tablecloths for like when I go vend for my beloved jewelry, right? I thrift tablecloths, and then I thought, these are a lot lighter and they're bigger. Maybe I can carry these around instead of the blankets. It is a lot less stressful on my shoulders and my back when I'm walking around with a tote bag with my journal and a tablecloth, and and it's so wonderful. It's nice and light, big enough, and I actually was running a summer camp over the summer, and I had, you know, my two little like my girlies, and I taught them about, you know, just the magic of sitting in the grass. You would be so surprised, or at least I was so surprised, that in the city that is not a norm. Like that was their first time taking off their shoes and sitting in the grass. And I wish we could have, you know, did like a little journaling in the grass, because I did of course have a journaling component in camp where the children, you know, were practicing reflecting about their day and looking back on things. That's a practice. I wish I could have, you know, kind of put the two together, but they're city they're so city up there. We had to do one by one. I had to, you know, get them hip to grounding first, and then, but it was so beautiful to see because that was their first time ever, you know, putting a blanket out in the grass and just relaxing. And so when you do that and then you create a space for yourself to journal, it's amazing. So summertime, that definitely, like I said, a tablecloth, a chair works just the same, a bench works the same, but this is one of my essentials for sure. And I love the yellow one because yellow is my favorite color. So I love the yellow one, but I have a green one when I want to switch it up. Make sure that you wash them. I love bugs and stuff, so it doesn't bother me like when the ants be coming inside, but but I know you're not supposed to have ants inside, so at the same time, like, I know better than that. So make sure you shake it out and wash it and have a good time with your cloth. Okay, another journaling essential that I want to show you guys is a pouch. Guys, this pouch was on sale. I love it. It's pink and it has a little flower on it. This pouch was on sale at Target for like $3. They have these and they have like some silver, like metallic looking ones. That's not my style. So but these pink ones, I was like, I gotta have it. This is so helpful. I remember so many times like scavenging through my bags. Let me find a pen. I know I had a pen in here. And going through my bags like that. Having a pouch, completely different, okay? I got all my stuff in here. So this is definitely a essential period, and it just so happened that I got hip to it this summer, so it's a summer journaling essential, okay? The next thing is I want to show you guys the pen. So summer is like colorful, right? Bright, it's out there. So these are the pens that I bought for myself that I've been loving to use this summer. As you can see, they're so colorful. They are so pretty. They're so pretty on the page. They write so smooth. 10 out of 10, recommend. They're paper mate. Go to the back of a Marshall's or a Ross. That's where you're gonna find stationery that is reduced price. Because I be seeing these at CVS all the time, but they be running like $12. And I'm like, oh no. I believe I didn't pay more than $7 for this pack of pens. I don't believe you have to pay a lot to get what you want, so I don't. I really don't. And they're so beautiful, and they've lasted me the entire summer. I love in my journal that I can kind of like go off of my mood. So like if I'm feeling like that color, then boom, I'm writing. If I'm feeling like that color, boom, I'm feeling like that color, boom. You know, it's so pretty, and it just fits the summer. The summer's bright, the summer's colorful, so that's what we do. Okay, my next journaling essential is this Moon app. Actually, it is literally called Moon. So what it looks like is this. So when you go into the app store and you search Moon, you'll see this picture. It's literally just a picture of a moon. It don't get no easier than that. You press it. No, I'm not paying for no subscription. And it literally tells you what phase the moon is in, and it tells you the percentage of light in the moon right now. But I use this app every time I journal. Write in my journal entries, like I draw it and I write the cycle. Every single one of my summer journal entries has that tracking or documentation of the moon. So if that's something that you're into, check out this Moon app. They don't sponsor me, it's free. Just hit no when they ask you about the subscription. If you understand this stuff, that might be really cool. Personally, I don't. Okay, and so the next essential is my journaling guide. This is something that I created. It's a mini journaling guide, but when I started doing workshops, I was realizing that I'm connecting with people that have different experiences and backgrounds with journaling. There's people that have been journaling for years and years and years, like myself. There's people that might be their first time picking up a journal. There might be people that, you know, may have journaled every once in a while, or people that audio journal but haven't ever picked up pen and paper and journaled. And I wanted to make a safe space for everybody. So what I did was I sat down and I thought about, if I never journaled before, what are the things that I would want to know? And even if I have journaled before, what are the things that I maybe wish I had known when I started? And so I thought about it, and I came up with 6 things that I didn't want to make it overwhelming. I do want to do a more in-depth maybe guide, and hopefully this YouTube channel can serve as that over time. I can figure out what questions people have, and that will be really cool. But for this initial one, like I said, I wanted to keep it as non-overwhelming as possible. I want it to be safe, and I wanted it to truly be something that people benefit from. And I think I was successful in that, because I have friends that have told me that that is something that they still use. In my workshops, I'm not able to go as in-depth in all of my advice. So my goal is to be able to do that. Journaling is such a tool to reflect, to think back, to notice patterns within yourself, to learn about yourself. So like I said, I created this journaling guide, and it's very inexpensive. I know people are busy, so they're not gonna have time to read a whole book about, you know, journaling, although there's so many things I could say. So I kept it at 6, kept it really short and sweet, but also very intentional. It's not your cliche advice, it's not AI, it's not ChatGPT. It is Wisdom-Ife. It is my learned experience, my true experience, and my voice is very much in it. And it's also in the context of knowing what I know about the education system and how we're taught that writing is academic, and that writing is something that people are scared to write. Just to put it quite frankly, like what I've learned is that people have fear. There is real fear around writing, especially writing feelings. Oh, hi puppy. There's so much fear. There's so much fear, and if you know me, you know we're gonna be really humane, we're gonna be really personal. And so this journaling guide keeps all of that in check. And like I said, it's quite inexpensive, and by the time this video is up, I will have different design styles on here, you know, just in case like you want to print it out, and because it is cute. I like everything that I do to be cute, if y'all haven't noticed. Print it out, maybe hang it up, you know, like in your space, or keep a physical copy with you. But it's just good to have these reminders with you when you're journaling or before you start journaling. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The mini journaling guide by Wisdom-Ife is out. It has 6 tips and I can't wait for you to read it. The last journaling essential that I want to share with you is just an open mind. Have an open mind and an open heart for whatever comes up when you're journaling in the summertime. Like, summer is so fun, but when things come to light, they come to light. Because maybe things didn't go the way that you want them to in fall and winter and then spring and summer. Your blossom season isn't looking the way that you pictured it. But acknowledge the things that did come to the light, and think about maybe why the things that you may have planted didn't come to the light. Be easy with yourself and give that a little bit of space and a little time too. So I want to close with that. Practice openness in your heart and your mind when you're journaling over the summer. That is all that I have for you today. I will see you soon.